Today is the big day. The new Indiana Jones movie is out. That's right, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. It's gonna be good. I have faith. It was only yesterday I was showing you all the games based on the classic trilogy. But now that it's a quadrilogy, I have a little surprise for you.
Of course, there's always going to be games I missed. I already showed you a few based on Last Crusade, but there's like 1,000 more. There's one on Commodore 64, which is basically like a shittier version of the Genesis game, which is pretty shitty itself. I remember that's the one where Indy pours from the Grail onto his father, like in the movie. Except, what is he pouring? That looks, questionable.
Yes, Indy, right on my chest.
Then there's the PC version, which is actually good. It's a point-and-click game, made with a lot of care and attention to detail. The graphics and the lighting are really well done, but hang on, what's Indy doing with the water fountain? If he's drinking, he would be leaning over, so I can only conclude that since this game was developed and published by Lucasfilm Games, later LucasArts, it must be considered canon that Indy is a sink pisser.
But anyway, about that surprise, I'm gonna do something a little different here. Usually, I take you back to the past, but this time, I'm gonna play a new game. Yeah! They sent me an advanced copy of the new Crystal Skull game. I figured, before I go see the movie, I might as well check out the game.
I see it has that guy from Transformers. I don't know how that's gonna go, but the big question, what console is this? Didge? Yeah, the Leapfrog Didge. It's a brand new handheld console coming this summer. It's quite an opportunity to be among the first to review it. It's geared towards children and is meant to be educational. Let's see. First, let's get this bastard out of the box. Ugh, you think there's enough packaging here? Son of a bitch. Come on. Oh look, they give you little stickers for overlays. Which one do you prefer? Well, obviously this one. Oh, I hate doing this shit. Get on there. Come on, smooth it out. Oh, wait. They give you this protective cover also. So you're not going to see the sticker anyway. Motherfuckers. Let's put the game in. You know, I have high hopes here. I bet this will be pretty decent. It can't be like those old games. I'm sure they learned their lessons by now. So Indy and Mutt are looking for the skull. Hang on. His name is Mutt? What kind of name is that? If they named the dog Indiana, where did Mutt come from? I have a bad feeling about this, Indy. Yeah, I do too. The game starts up and it's a self-explanatory side-scroller. You're jumping around and whipping snakes. But you also have the option of punching. Not sure why. Did Indy just punch a scorpion? And a big one! The scorpion's bigger than him! Imagine if you saw a scorpion that big and had the nerve to walk up to it and punch it! Who does that? Next, he's punching giant rats. It's as big as that thing George Clooney fights in From Dusk Till Dawn. I mentioned this was an educational system. Well, every now and then, you open a chest and have to answer a math problem. But the real problem is this game is a piece of shit. Sometimes you come to a series of platforms. You have to jump on the one with the correct answer, or else you fall through. Could you imagine that? Speaking from personal experience, I'm supposed to be good at math because I'm a nerd, but really I'm not. If this were real, if my life depended on knowing the math, I'd be screwed. Imagine that. I walk up to the platform and then someone asks, "Quick, what's 32 divided by 8? I'd be like, fuck! As for those treasure chests, the strange thing is, it's optional. You don't really need to do it, unless you want the points. Some kid could be playing this and they're supposed to be learning math, but instead they skip the chests and just play the action parts.
Let me ask you a question. If you were playing a game and you had to choose between solving math problems or not solving math problems, which would you choose?
Some stages you play as Indy, others you play as Mutt. He's in the jungle, fighting with a sword on top of trucks and jeeps. Next he's climbing on vines. And the funny thing is, I bet none of this even happens in the movie. What next? Is there going to be a bunch of monkeys? Not happening. When you beat the stage boss, Spalko, the game actually allows you to continuously whack her with the sword. Jeez, how cruel. Spalko? More like Spanko. The game is appropriately easy for kids, but damn, sometimes the clunky control can be frustrating and lead to many deaths. Just a reminder, this is not an NES controller.
It's so unfair! Ah! Fuck! Shit! Ah! Oh, you motherfucker!
The final boss is a statue come to life. That'll be in the movie.
Ah!
Now, this guy is tough. Man!
You motherfucker! You motherfucker!
Oh, man! Well, after finally beating him, Indy grabs the skull. It looks like he places it on a skeleton body. Don't look at it, Mutt. It unleashes its power, much like the Ark, and they escape.
I don't know about this game. I guess I have high expectations for anything new, but I am excited for that new movie. I mean, this is more than a movie. It's an event. Crystal Skull is going to be the last Indiana Jones movie. There's no way they're going to make any more. It's not like they can de-age Harrison Ford or anything like that. That'd be like if in 15 years I come back to this same episode. How crazy would that be? Anyway, fuck this Didge game. Didge, you know, it's a piece of shit. Ah, missed. Here, let me try again. Well, the thing's so small. Did you really expect me to hit it? Nice going, Ray.
So, before I head off to see the movie, I want to take a brief look through some of the other games to see ahead of time where the movie might take inspiration. For example, on the PC, there was a game called Indiana Jones and the Desktop Adventures. Wow, real exciting name, right? That would be like calling one of the movies Indiana Jones and the Movie Escapade. It's a precursor to Star Wars Yoda Stories. It's an overhead action-based game with a puzzle-solving element. The exploration aspect is great, it has some appeal, but the movement and controls are pretty awkward. Great adventuring, bad combat. But the reason I bring it up is because, keep in mind, this game came out in '96, but the Crystal Skull is in it. Of course, the Crystal Skulls are real-life artifacts with a lot of mystery surrounding them, but the fact they were already included in the Indiana Jones universe means that the new movie may borrow things from the games. It was long speculated that Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis from '92 might be the subject of the next movie. While that turned out not to be true, the game did a good job adding new lore to the franchise. It's another point-and-click game, and for its time, it was very cutting edge. A lot of thought went into the plot, and the artwork is great. The graphics and sound are excellent, it plays out very well, and gives you enough clues to figure out what to click on. Above all, it feels very cinematic, as if this could have been the fourth movie, but feels kinda sad to end all the fun speculation. Indiana Jones was of course inspired by many old film serials and movies that Steven Spielberg and George Lucas saw when they were young. They were also inspired by comics, most notably all the classic Scrooge McDuck adventures by Carl Barks. So getting back to the games, it's worth looking to see what other Indiana Jones... Wait a minute, that's not an Indiana Jones game! To see what else the fourth movie could draw from, we could check out the 3D games. Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb was fairly recent. It was on PS2, Xbox, PC, all that shit. Here, Indy has to find a pearl called the Heart of the Dragon buried with the first Emperor of China. Once again, it doesn't seem like the new film is based on it, but there's a great wealth of imagination and adventure within that could make for great cinematics. This game is another good one, except for some annoying camera angles. You get to use the whip in all the ways you'd hope for, the voice acting is good, the likeness of Harrison Ford is done pretty well, and overall, there's not much to complain about. But there was a game that came out before this one, Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine. Infernal? The dictionary defines infernal as irritating and tiresome. Sounds like something the Shredder would say, like, "Blast this infernal machine!" Well, this was the first 3D Indiana Jones game. Came out in '99 on PC and 2000 on Nintendo 64. From what I heard, it was only available at Blockbuster Video. This one's set after the original trilogy, The Soviets are trying to dig up a legendary Babylonian engine that was used to contact an ancient god or whatever. Indy meets up with a member of the CIA who sends him on the mission.
You a famous archaeologist. I'm just a spy.
Yeah, a spy can't do dangerous shit. Leave it to the archaeologist. Makes sense. The gameplay is very much like Zelda Ocarina of Time. Pushing blocks, the Z targeting, and the on-screen item selection and button commands are almost identical. One of the weapons you can switch to is a pair of boxing gloves. Come on, really? Indy's carrying around boxing gloves? And when you switch to it, he punches barehanded anyway. I don't get it. Did you see that? I just killed a snake by punching the air above it. You better watch these snakes. If you get bit, the venom starts draining your health. You gotta use the antidote, but if you're not paying attention, you might not even realize it.
Having no understanding, the
Hey,
rabble had
Indy.
thrown down his work.
Indy?
but 4 trusted
Snap out of it.
disciples
Oh boy, Indy's talking to the wall again. That venom's making him feel funny. So you just go around solving puzzles. It is somewhat in line with the movies. He'll do things like climb on top of a truck, and somehow the enemies don't notice him. I mean, come on, there's a guy laying on top of the truck. You can't see that? Then you're doing these shitty leap of faith jumps. Of course, it is an Indiana Jones game. And one time I actually landed on a button which unlocked the next part. I didn't even know that was the goal. I'm just making this up as I go. Next, it's an icy winter level. Okay, so what do I do here? Piss Jehovah into the snow? I must say, I love when he swims, he takes his hat off. Because that would be unrealistic, to swim with his hat on. When he comes back out of the water, the hat reappears. So I can only conclude that every time he goes in the water, he loses the hat and puts a new one on. Yeah, confirmed. Indy has an unlimited supply of hats in his pants.
What in the name of ass? This game is so fucked it belongs in a museum.
The jumps in this game are insane. It seems 90% of the time all you're doing is jumping around, hoping to make it. Get over there! You motherfucker! Here, let me try again. Oh! Leap of faith? More like leap of fuck you!
Ah! I can't take this many references. Anyway, I've gone far enough down the rabbit hole with Indiana Jones games, so I'm done. And hey, guess what? You know what time it is? It's movie time. That's right. I'm off to see Crystal Skull. Well, I'll see you next time with some shorter reviews. You know, I need a little break here. So, just stay away from all that foul shit. Go check out the movie, I guess. And I'll see you later. Oh, God! Oh, my God! I can't believe it's not as good as Raiders and Crusade! Who would have thought a movie made in the year 2008 would have any CG in it? Ah! If they make another Indiana Jones movie, I'm not watching it. Oh, I need to cleanse my palate. I need to watch something else. I know. The Adventures of Young Indiana Jones. Yeah, that's what I'll do.
I have the new DVD set. I always meant to getting around to watching it. Let's open this bad boy. Wow, this is a lot of discs, and this is only volume 1. Look at all these. Oh, and look at all these special features. Yeah, disc 12 has an interactive timeline, historical lecture, Revolution interactive game?
No. Oh, is it possible that these games are getting even shittier?
Looks like the nerds got more work to do. Shorter reviews my ass! That looks nothing like Indiana Jones, not Harrison Ford or Sean Patrick Flannery. And it's an educational game? Who wants that? It's a sad thing when you can say the best part of the whole game is playing blackjack. But if this is an educational game for kids, why would they teach you gambling? What were they thinking?
Actually, this isn't bad.
Considering it's just a DVD extra, they put a lot of effort into it. It's basically like an episode of the show made into an Oregon Trail type of game where you have to manage your supply of food and water. The dialogue is well written and the voice acting is good. Oh, I died for no reason? Did I have a snake bite? Did I forget to drink water? I don't know. And you know what's worse? There's 3 of these games from each DVD volume: Revolution, Special Delivery, and Hunting for Treasure. And they all suck. The drawings look like a discombobulated mess. And when you're not having a lame-ass, confusing conversation, you're busy whipping snakes and murdering people and animals. You never have enough room in your inventory. Sometimes it's even full right from the start. I never know what to do, so I find myself just playing blackjack all the time. Because of that, I guess I lost all my money for food and water. On top of the crippling financial ruin, dehydration, and delirium, Indy apparently has broken arms, snake venom, malaria, and dies a broke loser. Since we're on a young Indiana Jones theme now, let's check out the Genesis game, Instruments of Chaos. First, you get a message from Agent Rolf. Rolf? Nobody's name is Rolf. The mission is to stop enemy spies from buying the latest weapon technologies from countries all over Europe. You can play the stages in any order you like. So, I'll try out England. The action starts on London's Tower Bridge. It's a basic side-scroller, seems pretty average.
Oh, this makes all the other games seem great!
I keep getting zapped by lightning over and over! Every step I take, a bird or something hits me and knocks me back. Get over there! And these construction workers are always in my way. Who would be working on a bridge in the middle of a thunderstorm? Oh, I can just shoot them? Indiana Jones murders construction workers? What kind of hero is he? There's no clear indication of where to go. Can I go over here? Fuck! Oh, I get it. You're supposed to bomb the gearbox. How are you supposed to know that? So Indy bombs a bridge and kills people. I bet you weren't aware of his dark past. Wonder if that's canon. Anyway, I could not beat this stage. After about an hour, I gave up and tried Tibet. Oh, goodness. Here, all you're doing is hopping across sheets of ice, and if you thought this game would have smooth platform jumping, you're wrong. You try to calculate your trajectory, but only end up falling in the water again and again. To make things worse, somebody left wooden crates laying around, and just when you start getting some momentum, a fish leaps out and knocks you back. Don't you hate it when that happens, when you're busy trying to jump across sheets of ice and a fucking fish hits you in the face? Then I tried the India stage. Alright, just gonna... Oh, what the fuck happened there? Alright, come on, whip. Oh, okay, never mind. Let's get the... God, come on. Die. Okay, let's go. Alright, let's get rid of the snake first. Oh my god, I can't even... Come on, die. The problem with this stage is there's too many enemies attacking all at once. It's as if you took all the enemies in the entire stage and crammed them all into one spot. Like the enemies got smart and said, hey, let's gang up on them. There's hard games, excruciatingly difficult games, but this falls to a whole new level of no mercy torture games. Get used to that end screen that says, we regret to inform you, Indiana Jones is dead. As if they want it to sink in.
Your beloved character has died because you failed. That's it. The character is dead. Harrison Ford's never coming back to do another movie, and it's all your fault because you got hit by a combination of birds, snakes, flying knives, and a monkey hopped up on drugs.
Alright, just one last stage. This is it. Last try. You can't go to Germany till you've beaten the rest. And I can't beat a single one so far. But maybe in Egypt I'll have better luck. Let's see.
Whip the fucking snake! Fuck! Fuck!
I don't think I could take anymore, but our last hope is the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles on NES. Oh! This is the worst Indiana Jones game of all! This is below any human standard of decency! I can't even believe this is real! Why did they make level 1 so difficult? Right out of the gate, this game bullies you relentlessly. How were kids supposed to play this? There's games that just suck, but then there's games that seem to be made with ill intent. Like this was designed to punish your soul, as if someone hates you. Well, fuck them. They don't allow you to make any mistakes. You might be having a near flawless run, but oops, you get hit, you lose your weapon, and then you're down to your fists, which is useless. You come to a wall of gun turrets like the Contra Level 1 boss. Good luck trying to punch that. I've given every ounce of my gaming spirit, and I can't beat Level 1! Urgh! Urgh!
Oh. It's killing me. No, it's actually killing me.
Why did all these games suck?
I'm dying. There's only one thing that could save me. Oh shit! I should have known! It's a replica! Fuck!